You play the iconic Gomez Addams here in the new Wednesday Addams series for Netflix. Was this something you were approached to do, or did it somehow come across your desk and you were like, I have to do this?
I was in Cardiff, Wales, shooting a movie up there, and I got a phone call from my team, and the phone call was Tim Burton would like to speak to you. I go, Tim Burton? Yeah, I want to speak to Tim. So we did a Zoom meeting, and he just flat out, straight up said, "I would love for you to be my Gomez in this new thing I'm doing." And I was blown away. I was humbled by it. I was like, wow, you know, I've always watched the Addams Family since the time that I was a kid. I saw my compatriot Raul Julia play him in the movie, and to be asked to do that, I was again, man, it was humbling. It's I say it, I've said it many times, and I'll keep saying it. This is what dreams are made out of. Uh, as an artist, I couldn't have asked for anything more than doing this role.
Was there anything you added to your version of Gomez that maybe Tim hadn't fleshed out just yet, or something that you thought was really important to include with him?
Uh, I've always understood Gomez, like I said, from the TV show, from the movies, from the cartoon character, just as a very loving, passionate man, uh, in particular toward his wife. And just knew he loved being a father to his kids. And, to me, those were like the most important ingredients. I really didn't need to flush anything out. I was not looking to reinvent this. I was just looking to just be that guy, I mean, listen, I listened to whatever advice I would get from Tim, but it was just really straightforward, you know. It wasn't about being funny because the comedy in this show really comes through the writing, and the writing to me was really, really good. When I read the pilot script, I was laughing throughout because it was really well written. It was funny. It was poetic. It was charming. It was loving. It was mysterious. It was dark. It just had so many different vibes and elements to it. So, and again, just knowing that character of Gomez and what he personifies as a man, as a husband, as a father, that's what I needed to bring to the table.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention the very suave hair and teeth that Gomez rocks throughout the series. Was that a surprise to you, or was that something they said to you, this is how we're thinking of going with it? Let's get you in some teeth and try it out.
Well, the teeth were definitely uh, a surprise. It was a bit of a challenge because anytime you put anything in your mouth and you have to deliver speeches, it kind of alters how you say things, how it comes out. And it took a little while to get used to the teeth, but I thought it was a brilliant idea for that style of character or what Tim Burton had envisioned. Um, I was all game for all that. Uh, the hair, it was a wig, yes, and I thought it was really beautifully done. I love the look. I love the look of the mustache. Uh, I just thought it was a really well thought out character choice for Gomez. and and just that suit, that iconic Gomez suit. I mean, it all blended really well together. I was really happy. Like I said, the teeth in the beginning were a bit of a challenge because you had to go through someone who does dentistry and stuff like that, and they got to take pictures of your mouth and your teeth and your jaw, and I think we had to make some adjustments along the way, but it was something that I grew used to and not used to, but something
Sure.
that and but something that I definitely did work with.
When we pick up with Wednesday here on the Netflix series, she's kind of in a troubled way with her family. What kind of backstory did they give you about Wednesday and her parents and their relationship they have?
Well, I think that all came through in the dialogue in the script because it we mentioned, I believe it's still in there. Uh, she went through a bunch of different schools that didn't work out, and Nevermore was the last resort, and it was the last resort, and we thought it was the best choice for her, considering that that's where her mother and her father attended, and where they met and where they fell in love. So we believe it was a good choice for her, uh, knowing that it was a school of quote unquote misfits. We felt she would fit in really well.
You work with the iconic Catherine Zeta-Jones as your cara mia on this. I'm sure it was not difficult fawning over her at any point. Were you excited? Were you nervous getting to take on this iconic relationship? I mean, this is such a beautiful love story the two of them have, and this is
Well,
also such a unique trouble that they have a past together as well at Nevermore.
well, to our credit, we did sit down alone. We talked about our characters, how we saw them, and
The chemistry is amazing.
yeah, we just again because we really were there to support each other, to make each other look beautiful, glamorous, kooky, crazy, mysterious parents, husband and wife team, and so we really committed to that. Uh, but again, that all came out of a sit down that we had together, with just one on one, and uh, I think that's really what led to the blending of our chemistry. And Catherine and I did a movie some years ago called Traffic, and that's when we first met. And she was awesome. She was great, and she was really great in this too. And um, I wasn't nervous or nothing, and it wasn't about being up for a challenge. It was just like about just being ready to compliment someone who was going to compliment you back.
What do you think it is about this new series that's going to make it such a fan favorite so quickly?
It's generational. The beauty of it is, like I said, I watched the black and white version of the Addams Family when I was a kid. I loved it. I loved the quirkiness of it. I laughed, it made me laugh, and just checking out this kooky family and the characters. Um, so I think it's like 3 or 4 generations in now, and I think that's what people are gonna really love about it. Also, Also, you have, and I consider her to be a powerhouse talent, Jenna Ortega.
She's
Uh, she,
amazing.
she
Amazing
is,
in the
she is, she is just mind-boggling in this. Uh, she showed up, man. She's 19 years old when we were filming this, and you would never think that. She wouldn't settle if somebody said, "Oh, that was a great take." Well, I need another one. Oh, I need to work this out. And so she just kept really fine tuning and fine tuning. So I really, really admire her for this. So, she in her own right, she had an incredible following. But like I said, the Addams family is such a generational type of show. And there's going to be grandparents with their children, grandchildren watching it. You see, so it's going to be huge.
I already can't get enough. I've seen every single episode, as I mentioned to you prior, and I'm just
What
so
what what
excited.
what was your favorite part?
There's so many different things. I think Jenna truly excels into making herself this loner, but a lovable loner, one that you root for. I think she really connects with the audience, even as Wednesday, who's supposed to be cold and calculating. You fall for this beautiful, intelligent, but also dark individual. And these adventures that Tim and everyone has created for her. This is such a fascinating series that you have to watch episode after episode because you need to finish and find where the story goes. I mean, season two, I can't imagine where it's going to go. Knock on wood, I'm already set for season two. What would you like to say to people who are fans and supporters then of the wonderful work you've done over the years? I've looked at the list of works you've done and it's so vast, and you continue to be such a powerful person on our movies and TV shows. What would you like to say to people who continue to be such a fan of the work that you do?
Well, what I would like to tell everyone is I always want to thank them for all their support, for all their love. Um, just gravitating to me in that supportive way that they have been, and I will continue to always put out my work and be the best I can be. But I just want people to know I'm very humbled by this, and I just appreciate all the love, man, that I've gotten throughout the world. So from people, again, never in my wildest dream, never in my wildest dream would I have ever expected a role like Gomez to come across my path, and it did, and I'm grateful. I got to ask you one more thing, okay?
Yes.
What was your favorite Gomez part in this series?
It's hard to say. I mean, I love when you guys are at Nevermore and you're doing the brunch. I love when you're in jail, though, I think is probably my favorite, just because it's a touching moment between Wednesday and her father where she seems more open to him just because there is this distance between her and her mom, but yet there's still a warmth, and she can tell. She knows her dad. You can tell she knows her dad. So she knows he's not telling her the truth, and I think that's one of one of the greatest Gomez scenes in the entire series.
I love that.
It has, I mean, she can tell that you aren't being transparent with her. This daughter and father relationship is clearly closer than you know it to be from past Wednesday and Gomez relationship. So it's nice to see that they have a connection that reads so well on the screen.
Yeah, and you know what? I also want to say, and thank you for that. Thank
Of
you for
course.
that. I also want to say that, like I said, Tim Burton, and Al and Miles, the writers of this show, they just did an incredible. They had that beautiful vision for what this show would be, for the look of it, and we were just in total great hands. Again, the writing, Tim Burton's vision, Jenna Ortega, all the characters, all the other actors that were involved in this, Catherine and myself. And, we just, I feel, brought the Adams family to another generational kind of moment in this universe. And people will love this, people will gravitate to this. Great storytelling and, great chemistry. I mean, I'm outside and it's kind of cool, but I still got some goosebumps going right now talking about it. So, yeah.